It's live, pal. Emanating from Toronto and Ohio. It's the Pantheon. 2/3 of the Pantheon, at least, incoming Darius right now. You forgot me.
Bust down, Pantheonas. Happy Thursday. What's going on, folks?
We are happy.
East Bay Jada, what up?
Happy to see. Whoa, look who's already in here. East Bay Jada. Naries 21 says to bust down. He beat you to it.
What's going on?
Little AI model over
Ricardo,
here.
what up?
He said,
What's going on, man?
I don't know. DC had a blackout and then had a black on in like 5 days. So that's something that happened.
Yeah.
What else happened in comic books? I don't know. We usually start with comic books or wrestling.
Wherever, man. We got to get to both before Darius gets in.
Yeah. I saw Stephanie Williams came in and she added something on her, not Twitter. What's the other one that's Twitter? Instagram, Twitter? Thread.
Okay, Threads.
And she said on Threads that there's something more coming. And it was like, ooh. So, I mean, I'm happy for that. Let me read it exactly, word for word, bar for bar. She said, all I know is that when this announcement happens for this long-awaited project, a few more Black creators, have coming. Pre-orders better be through the fucking roof.
Okay. Okay.
And that's so important because all this is chatter. Can we pre-order the book? Can we make sure that issue number 1 doesn't sell out? Can we make sure that every store knows that this is going to be important? Like, can we make sure that people don't get turned down at the comic book shops?
Okay. Listen. I've taken in the discourse. We've heard the calls and the demands directly from the source, and we've seen the result where we're at right now. I like the energy from Stephanie Williams, right?
You
like, okay, Stephanie? What did I say? Stephanie Williams, right?
I call her Hefferney.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah, I like the energy. My problem, or I don't even think the impetus behind it was to question a creator like Stephanie Williams. I think it was, are they going to support you narratively and otherwise the way that when a Batman book comes out, the way a Wonder Woman book comes out, the way that those titles would get supported by the brand. And so that doesn't really necessarily change with the attitude of the writer. Ultimately, they're not in total control. So I guess cautious optimism is where I'm at with it in terms of the boycott or forever what it was. Far be it on me to tell you how to run your thing, right? How to make those type of decisions. I think there's something to be said about standing in the paint for yours and not just standing idly by. I think it's an interesting proposition to me to be like, all right, like, okay, it's just comic books. You know what I mean? It's why are we tripping about it? It's just comic books. Well, the fact of the matter is that nobody in this chat, nobody on a lot of people's chats would even be engaging this way on this platform if it didn't mean something a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's a little bit dishonest to treat it as something that you should just, keep on the shelf until you get home from work every night. It means a little bit more to you than that. So I think as humans, you're capable of walking and chewing gum at the same time. This doesn't mean you're not a serious person if you fight for comic books or fight for representation in comic books. That would make it silly to fight for representation anywhere. And so that's just where I'm at with it. I think if you fight those battles, you fight them in earnest and you fight them all the way through. But I hope this results in something positive for DC in terms of black titles.
You mentioned Stephanie Williams is just a writer, meaning like she's not the editor.
Meaning, I think we know that a lot of times there's probably, I want to say, restrictions in terms of where you can go narratively. How deeply woven can your character or your plot line be into the through line that's currently going through DC Comics at the moment? Do you have the control to just pop yourself into an active storyline to kind of keep your character alive? Is that a focus of yours if you do have that levity to make that move? Because that's the type of stuff that keeps your book going. That's the type of stuff that makes people interested. So if that's even in your purview, that's the type of stuff I'm gonna be looking at with whatever title she's talking about.
Vixen.
Again, if that's even within her power.
It's Vixen. She spoke with Comics Are Dope about what she'd do with Vixen as the pitch she's been pitching for years. The Dakota incident, which Wolverine Solid says, I also got the Dakota incident because of Chill promotion it. Yes, we need you for Vixen and Donner and Blitzen and Connor and Cupid and Donner and Vixen and everybody. We need you for Black Panther.
Different reindeer in Canada.
We need you to stick around, Wolverine. Do the pre-order thing. But thank you. Anyways, Stephanie Williams. Look, with that Eisner Award, maybe it's less risque. Maybe it's let's give her a shot. Maybe she's not in the same place she used to be. She's gonna be doing the Wonder Woman series for the next little bit. She's got like 2 straight issues doing Wonder Woman. And wouldn't you know it, the editor of that book is Marquise Draper. So there's this guy at DC. It's like there's Dwayne McDuffie again. Dwayne McDuffie's back, guys. His name is Marquise Draper, and he's making sure that Jamal Campbell can do Zatanna, and he's promoting Marquise Draper, making sure he's getting to do an ongoing series called Green Lantern Corps.
If he can revive,
show you another one. Yeah, we revived Dwayne McDuffie. His name is Marquise Draper.
If he can revive Dakota City, if he can get Static on an ongoing and a few others, maybe we pop Icon in that.
You know what he did do? He got New Titans and he made Static a member of it. Why? Because maybe some of those New Titans readers will acclimate and they'll go, there's the Static guy. I've been reading him for a year. Maybe it's time to read him in the Static series. He's not just going to launch a series and go, we'll see what happens. He's actually building. Mr. Terrific is a member of the Justice League Unlimited and has been this way, and things are being built. Like, it's not, I've seen it not work. I know about Marvel Comics. I've seen it not work. This is how you do it. You build.
That's fine. But that build comes with the collaborative focus of not just the writers, but editorial, right? The green light to progress. A lot of people attempt to build. A lot of people come in with a long-term narrative that they plan on running, and then it gets condensed into 12 issues. And then you have to speed all the way into your...
What will be condensed into 12 issues in the examples I'm giving?
So there's no writers that you know of who may or had a long-term view of what they wanted to do with an ongoing character. I don't know, let's say T'Challa, that ended up getting their runs condensed really in back-to-back titles.
Marquise Draper's not a writer. Marquise Draper is the editor. And
okay. All right. No, if okay, cool. So if we're putting that on his back and saying that, all right, now we can start putting some of these editorial decisions that we don't like, because we can't just praise them for the things that we like and not. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. So now
what's he doing that we don't like?
I'm not even reading DC Comics right now. I'm telling you.
No, there's nothing he's doing that we don't like.
Cool. But I'm saying, if it doesn't end up going that way, if we don't end up getting the ongoings from the characters that we want, if we don't end up getting that build that you talked about, then who are we now laying that at the feet of? Is it Marquise Draper?
Marquise Draper's already tried. But yeah, sure. You give him the blame if he takes too long, or like I don't even want to do that, because I see so much progress being done, and I have so much historical sales data thanks to the website Comic-Con, which shows me that by the time you get to issue 6, about 10K people are going to stick around.
Look, okay. Does DC Comics feel right now in their current state, like we take a snapshot, are you satisfied with the representation level at DC Comics right now?
Okay. The answer to that question is no, but I don't want you to
Okay.
stop me to get to your point, but let's hear you out. Yeah.
All I'm saying is if it is not at where we want it to be, then the pressure has to continue to be applied. Not that we don't favor the people who are making those decisions, not that we don't champion them and cheer them on when they do things that are great. But at the same time, if you're not where you want to be, that's not the time to take your foot off the gas and be like and turn a cheerleader,
No,
essentially, for
no,
the brand.
because where I want to be is the road to where I want to be is being driven right now. Like I know who the premier superhero who's black should be, and that's Static. You know who else? Mr. Terrific, because of what James Gunn's got going on, and I see both of those superheroes be, and then I
You
look
have
at the
faith.
and then I look at the creators in which he is focusing on and allowing to do the Wonder Woman book when he's got a chance for like a fill-in writer.
You have faith in the projections. You have faith in what could be, what is it supposed to look like over the next 5 years. I've just never personally seen DC Comics become what you're pitching me. So if that's the case, then great. You know, I'll cheer along right or wrong with you. I just want to see it happen before I'm like, all right, no, there's no reason to put pressure on DC Comics at all. Marquise Draper got it. You know, I think that's a little strong.
No, I'm saying it's a little strong. There's no Marquise Draper is working on it. Let's
Okay.
not fail him and let's get the books he is editing.
Sure. I'm not telling people to stop buying. It ain't my boycott. I'm saying if you want to continue to get more out of DC Comics of the stuff that you're championing right now, it doesn't make sense to be like, all right, well, we already here. It's cool. Whatever he says goes.
Okay.
What blah blah blah. What's going on in WWE? Did you watch the Americanos match?
Yeah. Loved it.
Pretty good.
I loved there was a romance element in that.
It
Where his
was.
girl came and they're like, "You get kicked out of the arena. I bought a ticket. What do you mean?" Like, come on.
Triple A doing it big, man. That was pretty cool. What did you think about Clash?
Wolverine lost. Wish he hadn't. But that Monday Night Raw, he came back.
Man, so I kind of got it because now it makes it like I still don't want him in the title scene, not yet, because I feel like you're gonna be jumping the horse on him. You're gonna blow all his gas before we can actually get into a sustainable spot. But you made it okay for him to lose or to take some shots because Lesnar, hit him with 7 F5s or whatever. You can kind of have other people do some stuff against him before they wouldn't let nobody touch him. Like nothing was really working against Obafemi. Now it's like, okay, he can have some longer matches. He can actually have some back and forth. I think they working something with the Talatonga now, but with. And I'm gonna keep going up for old girl because she's getting better. The Jade and Rhea thing, I felt the same way about that I felt about Obafemi and Brock. It's like, why did they have to lose there? This past Monday night with Seth and Braun Breaker, fam. If Braun Breaker's ever going to arrive, like at some point, no, we just gonna throw the tag belt on him with fucking Austin Theory and making get stomped by Seth because Seth definitely needs to get more over at this point, right? Like you just don't. It's not computing. I don't really understand how we're doing this. Jade's matches are getting better. I want to see more of Javon Evans, man, but they got him stuck in this little Penta thing right now.
They were in his hometown last week on Raw, 2 weeks ago on Raw.
Yeah, he went up. I thought he had a good match.
No, the week that he wasn't on Raw, it was in his hometown.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Damn, that's messed up.
He wrestled on the Dark Main Event. It's called Main Event, like the hour before Raw when they shoot that thing. That's where he wrestled. Pretty sad. Yeah,
he'll get his chance.
It wasn't to Super.
I need a dollar, dollar, dollar. That's what I need. Hey, hey. Well, I need a dollar.
Scary Movie 6. 100, 100, 100. Revenge of the OGs. The Scary Movie 6 is getting publicity.
They are, aren't they?
Yep.
Did you see the I shouldn't even do this. This is gonna be a take on Behind the Cake. Anyways, Anna Faris beat out Melissa J. Ford. No, not Melissa J. Ford. Melissa Joan Hart.
Oh, for the role?
For the role in Scary Movie. Yeah, it was supposed to be Melissa Joan Hart.
Good decision, though. I like Anna Faris.
No, perfect casting. Perfect casting. I can't imagine anybody else as Cindy. But then I think back and I'm like, Melissa Joan Hart at that time, Sabrina. You know what I mean? That probably it would have hit because you would have seen her in a completely different light. Nobody really knew Anna Faris at that point, so she was like a brand new face, so it worked well. She became that character. She is Cindy. I can't take that away from her, but I'm interested in a Melissa Joan Hart as Cindy.
Who is making the movie Scary Movie 6? Like what?
The Waynes.
Miramax, Wayne Brothers Entertainment, distributed by Paramount. Huh. Well, good job, Sean and Marlon.
Yep.
Them two, right?
Yep.
I saw the trailer where they were acting like sinners, and then we heard Tale of a Party.
He was like, do a little half gay stuff. Why just half gay? Hey, I plan to crack the hell up watching Scary Movie 6, man. I'm excited about that one.
She said, "I'm a DEI hire." You know, that was a dog whistle. Ayo, Republicans, you can check this one out.
Oh, you know they're gonna laugh at that one, huh? They're gonna go up.
Yes. Then at Night of Champions, Oba versus Roman Reigns to see who was top dog.
I mean, but I swear you're gonna push it into that, and then he's going to like dwindle around in the mid card for like 3 months for no reason. That's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna have a match against Roman. He'll probably run his way all the way through I think eventually they're gonna absorb the MFTs, and it's gonna be like a whole super family thing. He'll probably run through all of them.
Yeah, and then Oba's gonna have to make a deal with Danhausen to curse them.
Hey, quietly, Danhausen has a very solid act, man. He's very marketable. He's been all over ESPN and stuff, so he's a cool character. I don't know who I was expecting to hop out of that machine whenever he had that tag team against The Miz and
I knew I wasn't gonna like it.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was, but I was just like, all right, well, at least make it somebody competitive. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. It just I wasn't expecting, the little fella.
Okay. Watch out, Raw on Netflix. And what else we got here? Oh, check that out. Over at Tubi. It's this content creator guy. It's one of us. He's Kev on stage. Got this Tubi deal. Let's talk about it. When Kevin Fredericks first began posting comedic sketches online, the idea that a free ad-supported streaming service would one day hand him a multi-year slate spanning television, stand-up, and feature films would have sounded like a punchline. On Thursday, Tubi made the announcement. The Fox-owned platform revealed what it's calling its most expansive creator partnership to date. A multi-project, multi-year deal with Kev on stage that includes 2 new seasons of his scripted relationship therapy parody, Safe Space. Are you watching that?
I've seen clips of it. I haven't really tuned in to watch it, but I've seen.
Neither have I. I've only seen the thing with Tony Baker that he's gone on this. A brand new work.
It's like a sketch show.
Okay, well, I'll give it a shot. A brand new workplace ensemble comedy set in chaotic airport, his first ever streaming stand-up special, and 2 original feature films.
He got this deal with Tubi. He Mr. Tubi, yeah.
Oh my God. Bow Wow was Mr. 106. He's Mr. Tubi.
Hey man, ain't nobody tell you to shout out Shy on here. You don't gotta, don't.
Shad 106. Hey, how's great grandma doing right now?
Chilling, doing all right.
We got more article, a holiday comedy and a horror comedy. A horror comedy? Okay.
Kev on stage in a movie, huh?
Slated for 2027 and 2028. All right, get used to that face. Get used to that face, guys.
Nice.
It is by any measure a remarkable commitment, and it says as much about where Tubi is going as it does where Fredericks has been. He's 43, grew up as a military kid. I don't care to read all of that, but salute to him for being who he is and having all those followers and everything. Salute to you, Kev, on stage.
For sure. For sure. And the last part that you read about that is probably the most poignant thing to me is like, what does it mean for an app like Tubi when they start shelling out deals like that to single creators? It starts to attract. I don't even want to say it because I don't even want them to get it in their minds to do it. But like, Tubi is a free app. And when you start making deals like this, the people who own Tubi don't necessarily want to eat that cost. They're not going to be so malevolent as to eat all the costs. No, they're going to pass it on the consumer. So it feels like kind of a ticking time bomb as more of these deals happen for Tubi, that it ends up no longer being, Roku's friend.
I hear you, but like, this isn't the first. Prime, they did the thing with Mr. Beast. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I Shall Speed did. I think he's got a World Cup song. So, okay, congratulations, Speed. He's got like the official World Cup song, right? One of them. There's other times where content creators, Lily Singh, she's done things on TV. Superwoman, you guys know her?
Tubi ain't owned by Jeff Bezos. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little different, but I hear what you're saying. This is a tremendous deal for Kev on stage. The amount of exposure he'll get from this deal seems like it's going to be huge here over the next 5 years. So he should be really big.
Tubi's international, just like our audience. The MMA Unk says, hello from Indonesia. My name is Sakandi Snuts. How are you doing, sir? I didn't write that, by the way. I just thought that was funny. You know what else I think is funny? This super chat.
Money, green, money's all I need. Money, green, money's all I need.
All the noise he talked about Fox and he signed. Okay. Oh, all right. Hold on a minute. Wait a second. Pause. Stop. Wiggle with it. Every single one of the like at the top of the chain of all of these companies is an evil man who is evil and does bad things with his money and mistreats creators and tries to take shortcuts in AI and at the top of every corporation. It's like that. So if you're going to play the game, if you're going to participate in that, and you're going to offer, I hope, positive comedy, nothing that is too staining or too, I don't know how to finish a sentence, but I think you all know what I mean. And he's doing it through Fox. So what? You got an opinion on that?
Not really. I mean, would you think that Kev on stage was some justice warrior, like he was some ultra progressive? Like I didn't expect anything different from Kev on stage. Not to disrespect him in any way. I'm just saying, like, I didn't think that he was that type of guy that just like stay indie for the sake of being independent.
If he wouldn't have the budget to do a horror comedy, what was all the other stuff that they just announced right there, his specials, all this stuff. He needs money for that, and pigeonholing him to be because if he's not doing it independently, he's gonna do it with one of these evil corporations who've got the ability to pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't expect too much, so I'm not.
I don't know what that means. You don't expect too much from him.
Well, because I feel like you have to be a special type of individual to even have that in your peer view, to like not want that, to forsake all the things you were just talking about, the funding, the infrastructure, the exposure, and opt to not be in that machine. Truly, like, you can talk about anything you want, you can say anything you want. Doing it is something completely different. So I don't expect a lot of people to be that people. That's not disrespect to Kev on stage. That's just realism. There's not a lot of those type of people out there.
Who can do it?
Either very wealthy people or people who don't care about money.
Chris Stuckman made Shelby Oaks. I'm pretty sure that was all on his own. He didn't need a studio. I know there's people like, dude, Corey Kenshin, with his anime that he, or it was a manga, comic book / manga that he launched, which is going to get animated now. He did it on his own using YouTube dollars. So there are people who are doing it, and it's very, very hard, and you got to be super duper popular with a lot of money coming in or multiple streams of revenue. So not everyone can just do it on their own. So I look at Kev on stage, and this is going to popularize him, and I'm for him. Like, the message behind his he's no Tony Hinchcliffe. Like, I'm good with Kev on stage, so I'll take it. And then while he's on Fox, he can continue saying bad things about Fox. Jay, I don't know if he's a clown, but thank you for the $2 super. He needs to STFU about politics. Everyone has the right to talk about politics. You just need to decide whether or not you're gonna watch him anymore. You're gonna turn off. You're gonna stop. You're gonna scroll to the next reel.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Hello, Quasimodo, Battery. Kev on stage, okay, not near as bad as Kevin Hart.
In terms of what? Wait, bad as Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart's funny.
Kevin Hart was very funny. I don't know if he's funny anymore, but he used to be very funny.
Marcus, why do you think it's so much fake support comic fans in Black community?
I wouldn't say there's a lot of fake support. If you're talking about somebody in particular, I mean, it's always a popular thing to jump out and be a quote unquote justice warrior. So for any cause, anybody, you'll always have posers within a movement or an agenda or whatever it is people are fighting for. You'll always have people who are just there to be part of something. So I don't think it's unique to comic books as it would be unique to movies or anything else we talk about. Politics. There are the vast majority of people just kind of go with the waves. There aren't that many thought leaders in society, to contrary to belief. A lot of people like to think themselves as being thought leaders, but like the reality is that we are led by a very few, very, very finite amount of people. And that's just kind of how society is built, unfortunately.
I read the last 3 messages from Mr. Alkebula, and I don't want to click on them because I think you take the lead from what Marcus just said. There's a route he's trying not to go right now, and I commend him for it. You know who the leader is? Marquise Draper. Go buy the books that he edits. Make it so that his position in that company goes from where he is now to the longest reigning editor over at DC, and then he gets even more power, and then he's the chief creative officer, and then can you imagine that? Oof.
I mean, hey, listen, I want to be where you at. I want to feel like that. I want to have that type of optimism. But then again, I am very unplugged from comic books, so it's who the fuck am I?
Yeah, and you telling me that you're unplugged from comic books is like, okay, see, that's why he's where he is. If you knew what I knew, you might be on the same chair that I'm sitting on right now, going, thank God for Mr. Draper. Nope. Why we keep pushing white companies?
Well, I mean, yeah, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
I actually want to hear what you got to say.
I was just gonna say, like, I hear that a lot. It's like, oh, well, we talking about these characters that we don't own. And first of all, we don't own none of them. Even the indie shit. Y'all don't own the indie shit. The creators own it. But in any case, it's because the most popular of our media, the stuff we know the most, the stuff that means the most, unfortunately, is owned by the colonizers. Now, we can all deal with that collectively and boycott it, or we can accept that the infrastructure and the mechanisms that are used to deliver this media to us are not owned by us in any way, shape, or form, and you just kind of got to deal with what comes down the chute as it comes. Like it's impossible for you to be like, oh no, I'm really into anime, I'm really into comic books, I'm into, all of this stuff, and then be like, oh, but I'm anti-colonial, so I can't support any of that. Well, then 80% of the shit you just not gonna watch.
We have
Kinda
black
hard to deal
investors.
without it.
We have black investors and bankers push our own stuff. And he told you that your answer was a cop out, bro.
It's the
I hear
truth,
that
bro.
though.
It's the truth.
Can I say though, like, I recently learned about this comic book called Innards. It was on stream last week, where JP was like, okay, then check this out. Ignition Press, issue number 1, Innards, writer Rob Gulroy. I can support the shit out of this comic book, make videos about it and everything. There's not going to be a video game. There's not going to be Innards rivals. There's not, like, Marvel and DC have the avenue to popularize these characters, and I will utilize that. I'm for the characters and what they represent, like Storm, T'Challa. Who else we got? Static. The great characters that are worth getting bigger. And so
now, what you do within that though is do what you just did. Let's point the direction back to Innards. We probably gonna have some Nemesis talk here at some point tonight. Let's talk about shit that's made by black people for black people. Let's start. At least if we have to go through a Netflix, a Disney, a Paramount, a Prime,
Tubi
to get there, Tubi. If that's the gate, at least when we get through that gate, you make sure that you talking about the stuff that you care about.
And I know we do, Marcus. I don't know. We're all for Children of Blood and Bone, who the authors got some ownership in that respect to. What's her name? Tomi ID. I mean, we do the thing that others don't.
Well, you did finish Nemesis, correct?
No, I'm still one episode. I didn't watch the final. Go spoil it. I deserve it. Spoil it,
brother. No, because it's I think Blue was kind of hinting towards what happens in the last episode to kind of piggyback on my feelings about Isaiah versus Coltrane. Somebody in our longtime viewer, DeMarcus Vaughn, he was in our chat about Nemesis, about Coltrane versus Ghost. I know you didn't get real deep into Power, but generally the character who he is. And so he made an observation that Ghost never killed women or cops. All right. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But I think Ghost killed an infinitely more amount of people than Coltrane did in this first season. Even in the first season of Power, like Ghost was a whole killer. you could probably label him a mass murderer. Is the arbitrary line just like at cops and women for you? Like,
wasn't the creator a woman of the creator of this? Isn't like that her thing?
Sure,
like,
it was Courtney Kemp. But what does that mean? That don't mean shit.
Maybe
That's maybe why Ghost didn't kill a woman.
Yeah, that's just something that she's against and she doesn't want to put on screen, so she understands the power of representation, at least for that.
Damn, he killed so many more people than Coltrane did, though. Like, so many. Anyways, I thought it was because I mean, in my mind, from what I'm watching, Coltrane, well, yeah, he's a criminal for sure, and a killer. But he has a moral code that he stands by. It's not like this bloodthirsty lust for winning. That's Isaiah. Like, he gotta win. It don't really matter who he gotta sacrifice or give up to get it. This man's wife is definitely going to be gone in season 2. Like, she's a goner. She's a goner. Probably. Well, I won't. Again, I ain't gonna do that to you in the last episode. But it's just it's very clear for me now. So I'm hoping. Or if they really don't have to change the dynamics. I like the way it's set up right now because it makes it very intriguing. Because obviously Isaiah has the law on his side. He's technically fighting for the right reasons, but he's doing it the wrong way every time he has the opportunity to. Every single time he has the opportunity to do it the wrong way, he jumps at it. So, like, mentally, he the criminal. And mentally, Coltrane is the one operating like a cop by operating by something external from himself, like something that means something to him outside of himself. So it's a very interesting character dynamic between them two. I like it so far.
And it's intentional. Is there going to be a season 2 from the way it ended? Is there a season 2?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Really? Oh my God. That's great news. I might watch it as soon as we're done here. Just like Forever is getting a season 2. Just like Supercell got a season 2.
Supercell, I believe is they think that they said they're either started or finished filming. I seen the update today.
Damn. Supercell season 2. I don't see anything on Google.
Hold on. Where's my phone?
It takes a major step to a season 2 release, says Yahoo. They say a critically acclaimed Netflix superhero show has received an encouraging update about season 2 after multiple delays. The show's creator took to Instagram to provide fans with a promising update on the season's status. Oh, look, he just posted this picture. Do you see it on the screen?
Supercell.
Real Rap Men posted that. And
Nope.
it says, due to circumstances out of our control, we had to pause production for a while, but filming is finally done.
It's wrapped. Yeah, that's what I just read. Yep. Supercell season 2 has wrapped filming and is now in deep post-production. So maybe fall, into the summer, fall, we'll be looking at for Supercell.
And it'll be worth the wait.
Ooh. Hey man, this has been a good year. This has been a plentiful year of content to consume if you're looking for the melanated folks, for sure.
It's been
It
paradise.
hasn't been a lackluster year.
Yeah.
For sure.
You can cross another one off the list.
Yeah. What was hold on. So My Dad the Bounty Hunter got canceled? I didn't even know that.
Only 2 seasons.
Crazy.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
It's okay. We got Ianu and we got Spider Noir. I haven't seen Spider Noir yet. Neither has Chillmonger. It is not canon.
I've seen it. It is I'm on episode 7, and it's pretty good, pretty solid. I've watched 5 episodes in the noir. I watched 1 in color just to see. It didn't really change anything for me, so I went back to noir.
You watched the show From?
I have seen the first 6 episodes from, and then Prime told me to buy MGM Plus, and I flicked them off and I stopped watching.
Did they recast the Craig in Supercell? He went to jail.
Yeah, well, so he died in season 1, so I don't even understand why, unless he was supposed to come back somehow. I don't really see how him not being there would have played a big deal, because they literally shot him at the end of season 1.
Yeah. Okay. So we can talk about the God of War controversy topic. We can go to, what else is there?
Talk a little bit. I need to take a couple bites.
The Wolverine, that video game situation that they've got going. It's been, the Star Wars story also. Mandalorian and Grogu has come out. I've seen it and I can confirm it is episodes of a TV show. It's just, what can we do? Yeah, right. Let's cut out all the Bo-Katan parts and focus on the story where we're gonna do the mystery, the slow pace of Rata the Hutt. Is he good? Is he bad? It was a TV show, and I'm okay with it. I still found it entertaining, and we get some advancement in the Hutt situation. We don't get much advancement in the universe as a whole, though. Zeb is friends with Din. You know what I mean? Like, nothing.
Rhoda was cool though. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna be underwhelmed by a little Stinky, but he was actually a decent character. But it was very episodic. Like, literally, you could feel the filler episodes in the movie. Like, back half of the second act in the movie, where Grogu is like nursing Din back to health or whatever. He's like knocked out, whatever the hell. I fell asleep. Like, that would have been the episode where I fell asleep and then just fast forward to the next one, because Nothing really significant happened, and it was just very plotting. You could feel the points where they were just stretching out the season, and then ended up turning into a movie.
Every
So-
time a spaceship flew off and they kind of waited and they saw it go off into the sky, I go, okay, that's the end of the episode there.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh no, Mando is different. No.
But that's what it was.
Boom, boom.
Oh, great song.
What you think about the music when they were going to that bar? You
Mwah.
like the change up, huh?
Techno? Yeah.
It was different. I wasn't expecting to hear 808s in Star Wars ever. And so it was definitely different.
After the movie, I wanted to hear it and I found it, and Disney put it out like 2 weeks ago. I'm not even gonna say it right, but I remember liking it. Okay, Ludwig Göransson, give him an Oscar again. I'll wait till Disney Plus says Jay. Damn, you won't have to wait long.
No, definitely wait for Disney Plus. Don't spend no money on that.
They put their shit on Disney Plus really fast, and then they wonder why doesn't anyone go to the movies?
Just wait. Because I mean, honestly, there's nothing consequential that happens in the movie. There's nothing that even like hints towards Thrawn or Ahsoka, or unless I missed it. I could have missed it because I was a little bit woozy there until the final battle happened. So
Yeah, Grogu uses the Force a lot more.
He
Like,
does.
we were wowed in season 3 when that big fireball was coming. He's holding it, and you're like, "Whoa, Grogu! Yeah, good job." Now he's just like okay with doing it to lift people. He's all over the place with the Force. So there's an advancement there, but not much.
sure, yeah, it's all we can expect at this point.
That's what Darius called it. He was like, "There's really nothing gonna happen here." I'm like, "No, look, he's talking to a big monster. This is where
They tried their best to make it seem like someone, hey, you have to wear your armor like this. Make sure it's not too tight so you can move. But he ain't about to do shit with that goddamn armor.
you know
Babu
Babu
got
Frick,
his ass all over the concrete.
you know the species that are really small. Babu Frick species. Okay, well those things.
Yeah. Mhm.
I hate looking at them. Stop motion animation. It doesn't feel like I'm watching a movie. I can take Grogu as the puppet. They do a great job there. But those things are so hard. Take me out the movies, crazily bad. I don't like their voice. I don't think they're funny. They even remind me of sequel movies, which makes me go, eh.
I mean,
done.
that was their screaming goats. You know, Marvel and Lucasfilm now apparently always have to have some laugh track trope in the middle of their films to rebuff over and over again to reinforce the family aspect, I guess.
Pretty cringe.
Very, very much so.
I feel where Chill coming from because I hate Ewoks. I don't like Ewoks either, but I hate these creatures more. I don't hate Ewoks, but they're not. Maybe I do hate them. Meh.
Who would he play?
Jonathan Majors. Well, he can't be in this one.
Why not?
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra.
Anyone following the case knows what I mean.
What's going on? I'm confused.
There's a girl that texted, and the name was Cleopatra. Cleopatra Coleman is the name of the actress who was Yolanda Noel's love interest.
That was one of the girls. Oh, damn. Okay, Jonathan. Yeah, no, he better not do that one. he better not do that one.
They got the same
Jonathan.
They got the same agents. Your girl Stephanie, before she fainted, she was making phone calls with the agent of Majors and Cleopatra the whole day and night. I got reason to believe it's the same Cleopatra, so I don't think they'll be in the same show, Tony. And you know that, Tony. Tony, did you just say that randomly, or did you know I was going to say that? Because that's the case. Allegedly.
I mean, it is work. My man need a job, so.
Yeah, he'll take anything.
I mean, if he's working for Daily Wire, he would definitely be on Nemesis.
He pulled Megan Good and Cleopatra highest of fives. Okay, random Tony. Okay. I want him in the Delphi gym. I want Michael B to put him in that show.
As Damien or Damon.
Mhm.
I can see that redemption arc. You know who's noticeably missing
From
from the
what?
cast shot? You know who's noticeably missing? The actress who plays Amara Creed, or any actress who could presumably play Amara Creed. Now, if that's an intentional fake out, I'll take it. If she's not in the show, it's a fucking failure. It's a failure. I don't care how good the show is. It will always be a notch against them that she's not fighting in that gym.
Keep
Why
her.
would we not use this time to promote that character? If they're gonna do what I think they're gonna do in Creed 4. If they don't do it, then maybe they decided not to incorporate that part of it. But it seems as though they're trying to get Amara Creed to be the next generation of Creed. So then build the blocks, baby. Put the blocks in now.
It's a time jump and they'll cast a new actress, I bet. You should, because you can't be attached to some kid. But then when you add the deaf aspect of it, and do you want authentic casting, and we've already run her through the system, I think you do keep the same actress. But there's so much more that demanding from a role where you're going to be boxing, and yeah, maybe it's better not to have a deaf person learn boxing and all that stuff. Like I can think of so many.
Deaf boxer. I'm sure there's a deaf boxer out there somewhere
I'm sure there is, but this
that can act. Yeah, that can act. Yeah.
This particular actress, maybe recast. Just like they should recast for Luke Skywalker. That's where I am now. That's the boat I'm on. You recast.
Well, see if they do Luke, they got to do everybody, and then you gotta get it right, because then they gotta be it for like the next 20 years.
Yes.
So,
but you're not casting children when it comes to Luke. You're gonna cast
you
somebody
casting
who's
grown
30.
people, so you can get some stars if you want to. All right, let's do it. Let's recast the trilogy. Who would you cast as Luke Skywalker? Let's start with Luke.
No, somebody I've never heard of. I want them to do the hard work of finding someone who will sign for a long term for a very.
Man, I don't think that
very
anymore, man.
Go ahead. Who would you do, Marcus? Who you got? Who's Lando Calrissian?
I just don't think you're gonna find some guy in a coffee shop to be the next Luke Skywalker for the next 20 years. I think you're gonna have somebody who's at least relatively known. If it's Luke,
look at Mark Hamill. He was a guy from the coffee shop when they casted him.
Right, but it was like it was in the last millennia. It wasn't what we got today.
What age?
I would say anywhere from like 18 to 25.
Oh, you want that young?
If you're gonna recast them,
well, but like Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi is 25.
Oh, damn. Okay,
right? Ish.
Yeah, I mean, because again, these actors they play high schoolers in their 30s. I'm trying to think of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy other than Austin Butler. Oh, heck, that can't happen. I mean, maybe. Would you mind Austin Butler, Luke Skywalker?
I would not prefer that. I want someone who will sign on the dotted line for every movie. He can do voice work. I don't want a name.
Well, you got to have a name for Harrison Ford, right? Because for Han Solo, it was literally Harrison Ford.
I shake my head even at that. Or Leia, or for everybody, bro. Small names.
Should have been Gosling. Fuck this Starfighter thing. He should have been the new Han.
Okay. He wouldn't take that role though. Oh, I'm in the shadow of somebody. Don't want to do that. I want to carve my own path, man.
Lame.
Okay. Let's go to a super.
Lamp up and I'm ring, ring, ring. Count money while it ring, ring, ring. Trap jumping, I'm ring, ring, ring.
Okay, battery. Recast Luke for what? We saw his story already. Buddy, that man is still alive after his story, after Return of the Jedi. And I like Star Wars, and I would like to see him do more things, just like I liked seeing Aang get older in that movie where he fights Batista's character. I'm a fan of franchises. Fast and Furious 11. Can't wait. Like I want to see what these guys do next.
No, hell
So
no. Keep
I
that
like
Fast and Furious.
Boruto after Naruto. Let's go. So yeah, recast Luke and let's see them do something because that CGI stuff is too expensive to do for a full movie. Let's just get with it. Give us the movie we want to see. We just saw Mandalorian and Grogu not perform well. Audience saying it's not something that we're gonna come out for. A lot of the audience. So what they will come out for is actual Star Wars. Luke, Leia, Han, Lando, Chewie, the crew, just on a brand new adventure.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of Luke story left to tell. Number one, so I'm definitely down with recasting Luke and not doing the whole de-aging Mark Hamill thing. But
1 in the chat if you want to recast, 2 in the chat if you're not recasting. Go.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm down for Luke. Definitely down for Luke.
Star Wars needs to go into the future or back into the old Republic. And like always, I say, what is the future? If you want to go into the future like 10 years after Rise of Skywalker, sure. But no, I don't want to go too far. That's a lot of like empty space you got to fill in.
When we already have open spots to tell more stories now in the current.
Chat is speaking, Battery. They say 1, 1, 1. It's a recast situation, man. Salute to the 3 people who answered the question in chat. Love it when it feels like I'm not talking to nobody here. Thank you, Iconic, Grand Regent Threg, and Jay the Informant. And as he munches to the side, I look over to my side and see what there is to cover today. We've been kind of want to do basketball?
Rolling a bit.
Yeah, we are. Anything basketball related you want to chat on?
So are the Knicks really going to win a chip? Are they going to do it? Stole game 1 in San Antonio. Well, political conversation might throw people off. I won't go that deep into it. But you know what? No, screw it. Let's use the time. So I find it a little bit hard to watch the finals right now because who is the UAE's biggest funder right now?
Vince McMahon?
It's the NBA, right? UAE is funding the militia groups that's slaughtering people in the Sudan right now. It's a little, it's not the best time to be watching the NBA for me. I did see a little bit of game 1 though. I do think the Knicks will end up taking it serious. But I just want to throw that out there for you. I know you're a politically inclined guy. I didn't know if you knew any of that.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of the ownership of the Toronto Raptors is kind of the reason why I stopped caring so much. Don't really have time to watch. I'm not going to buy memorabilia of it. Like I'm kind of they're on my boycott also. And when I say boycott, man, listen, I think since 2023, 80% of my money does not go to the occupation. But I sometimes you just can't avoid it. And maybe you're at a place, you get a combo and you're drinking Coca-Cola with it. But like I know I've been good. I've been trying my best.
Well, so they have a partnership. So they send, it's like a the UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. It's like a big tourist destination over there in that spot. So they have a kind of like a I don't want to call it an exchange, but it's like the NBA representatives go over there. They do that culture spreading thing. Same thing they do in China and certain places in Africa and stuff like that. They like do like NBA outreach in Dubai, but they spend a lot of money on them too. Spend a lot of money. I think their deal, they have an actual ink deal for like 200 million or something like that. It's a lot of money, and obviously every dollar that they get is going into not just funding Patriot missiles to shoot down coming over from Iran, but also by leading the genocide in the Sudan. So very icky situation. And I was actually talking about this too. It was around the same time we actually start talking about Gaza. And it was like, well, you can't just leave out what's going on in the Congo and Sudan. But like, I hadn't really unpacked it yet to see where it was even coming from. Like, who's funding these groups? So I follow Drop Site News a lot, and they kind of connected the dots. So yeah, NBA sends a lot of money to the UAE.
But yo, Charles Barkley's doing the post show though. You know, Charles Barkley out here talking to the mayor of San Antonio about them big old women.
This man has had beef with San Antonio women since the 90s.
Okay. The NBA is fun anyway. I illegally streamed the games anyway. LOL. I didn't know NBA was tied to UAE.
Do your thing, partner. That's supposed to be a lot of people's cable source right there. It's running these sites.
Yo, we gotta talk pirating for a second, okay?
Okay.
I love that I can go to a website and see whatever I want whenever I want. I love having that option. I understand it's not fair, but sometimes it's money that I'm not gonna spend. Like I wasn't going to pay $15 to buy a channel just to watch one episode of this or one guy's comedy special or one guy. So I realize the illegal nature I'm participating. I realize the stealing I'm taking part in, but sometimes I'm just not gonna pay that money. So the only way I'll ever watch it is through pirating. If I had a lot of money, Scout's honor, if I really had money, if my YouTube channel was raking in $5,000 a month or something great like that, I'd buy for everything. I pay for everything. I have subscription services. I do everything the right legal means, but I'm just not there. And so I pirate. Sometimes I pirate, but when it comes to shit that is worth supporting, I support too. It's hard. I'm a pirater.
So the way I feel about it is most of what they feel like they may lose in pirating is basically what they took away from us when they went away from an analog signal to digital and they took off analog radio stations. Do you know that you used to be able to pick up TV stations on the radio?
Like you can hear it? You can hear the TV channel?
Huh. Yep. When Lost was on, sometimes if I wasn't able to stay up and watch it in real time, because, you know, I used to record it on a VHS tape, on a VCR, so I could watch that thing the next day. Sometimes you can get ABC Channel 6 on a radio station here in Columbus, and I was listening to the TV show. All right. They took away the digital signals on AM, FM, or the analog signals. They took away analog signals on your television. Right now, you have to have your digital antennas to pick up stations and stuff like that. So when you squeeze people into a choke point, especially people who, like you said, you know, may not have the resources to go out and spend, even if they wanted to, people are going to find alternative ways. We're going to find alternatives, right? Thank God there's somebody smart enough to get that shit up and running and actually doing something for the people because they're making enough money. Like, you're making money over money. You're raising prices constantly. What do you think people are going to do? What do you think people are going to do? And the kind of
yeah. If things were affordable, I might lean towards
it's something different. Like if you were finding new ways to alleviate pain on people, they wouldn't be out here searching for it for themselves. And so if the current conditions are just going to be what they are, yeah, people are going to find ways around it. They just are. That's the reality. You're going to stay rich and people going to steal.
Yeah, there used to be a time you could just like go channel surfing and you didn't have this channel, you know, for $3 you can have this channel. And you'd say, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. And then there came the packages and I don't want to pay $10 for 2 channels I'll use and 30 I won't.
Yeah, man. It is it's different for sure. I think somebody was just asking the question in the chat, like, oh, who still watches cable? Fam. Like, unless you only watch one streaming service, like unless you're just like dedicated to one major streaming service, 3 streaming services out of Disney Plus and Hulu, HBO Max, Prime, no, not Prime, HBO Max, and Netflix, right? Because Prime's still pretty cheap if you got the shipping stuff. But out of those 3, if you just had those 3 plus a high-speed internet package, you're at $100 as it is. You're at $100 as it is. So you're going to tell me the people who are paying $150 for faster internet, all the channels, the cable channels, and then they get to log into all the apps that you're paying individually for, that's a worse deal than what you're paying? I refuse. I refuse. There again, streaming was supposed to undercut cable. There's a reason why cable hasn't completely died, is because it's still feasible for people. It's still financially feasible. This was supposed to completely kill cable altogether, is what they told you. Saying stuff like that. Who's still streaming cable? The people who count the pennies.
Ready for that Paramount HBO bundle soon. Yep. I happily steal UFC and TKO Zuffa boxing events.
Yeah, well, man. People are gonna be the Fire Stick jailbreakers are going to be in business forever because just people are greedy.
What is the God of War controversy here?
So they've decided with this next game that they're going to feature LaFay in the afterlife. It's going to be played by what is her name?
Deborah Ann Wool.
Deborah Holly or Hole? Deborah Hole.
Deborah Ann Wool.
Daredevil, True Blood, bunch of stuff. You know, she's a familiar face. I guess just the fact that she's a girl and Kratos isn't in the game, I kind of felt like we were moving this way anyways. When I was talking to my son, because we recently just replayed the first God of War, and he was talking about where we thought the new game was going to go. I was like, it was probably going to be an Atreus game. Like the way the last 2 games felt, it felt like we were headed towards Atreus being the playable character through most of the game. They didn't completely go that route, and they didn't go prequel route. This is interesting to me, right? Because you can kind of go through this last saga that we went through in the Norse saga and fill in gaps in knowledge, or you can fill in little Easter eggs that might have been present playing the game through the last 2. The random horn blowing for the world snake while y'all out on the water. The fact that, you know, there's markings and directions kind of at certain points through the journey and stuff like that. Like that gives you an opportunity to kind of retrace your steps through already successful gameplay. So now we just adding on top of it. Also heard a lot of people talking about how the fighting style resembles the older games. I mean, I guess sort of kind of the fact that, you know, you can jump, I guess, but I think it looks good. A lot of the gameplay looks all right. The graphics are just as good as they've ever been. Yeah, I didn't really see the problem. It stinks of Miles Morales Spider-Man, right? Everybody, Miles is Spider-Man, and then the game come out and everybody play it, and it was like, oh no, it was pretty dope. It was short, but it was pretty dope. So I think that's what this is. It's people going up about nothing.
Domino's did a tweet: God of War game with no Kratos, pepperoni passion with no pepperoni.
Shut the fuck up, Domino's.
Yeah, don't eat at Domino's. They give money to Israel. The Santa Monica studio God of War said, okay, thanks for the feedback. Domino's Pizza's corporate account. That's what they said. Kratos is the God of War. We have many more stories to tell with him. For now, we're excited to take fans on a journey into the afterlife of the gods with Faye, and hope you'll come along for the ride. That's I mean, fine. Sometimes you're not supposed to address it. They addressed it there. They can say they're not really addressing it. They're addressing it. And let it be, bro. It's good to have the assurance though for the fear mongering of they're replacing Kratos, replacement.
You're
That's
not
happening.
replacing them though. Like, first of all, if anybody was replacing them, it would be Atreus. Like, were y'all gonna be mad if this was just an Atreus game? Like, what if the game starts with Kratos' death, and now we got to play Atreus throughout the whole thing? Now, are y'all mad? Are y'all mad now? I don't even think they really. I don't think they should kill him, right? Like, if they just showed us a way the gods be in the afterlife, then we got a whole nother section of games that we could play with Kratos. Kratos fighting gods in the afterlife, but they are eventually going to move the main storyline off of Kratos, at least for a minute, at least momentarily. So, like, I just don't understand why this was such a shock. I don't get why it was so out of left field for people, especially considering how the last two games went.
Okay. Yeah, video games.
Do you play God of War?
No, I play Nintendo. That's the only thing I care. Pokemon is the only thing I care about for the last 5 years at least. But I did play Marvel Spider-Man, the real one.
Don't do that.
Peter Parker.
I think the game looks good. Gameplay looks dope. Gonna get some. We're gonna get a whole bunch of gods. There has to be some of the Greek gods in there, right? Like, she gonna fuck around and meet Zeus. She gonna run into Athena.
What about Odysseus?
Could run into I don't think is Odysseus a god?
Nah, I barely know anything about, but I know the movie's coming with Nolan. I saw Tom Holland say, "Everyone watching Dolby Atmos," and then Zendaya said, "Use the 40x seats for the perfect experience." And then I saw Anne Hathaway, "IMAX is the screen that you want to see this one," and they all were like championing a different version of seeing the movie. You think I wasn't going to see that?
R rating. It's gonna be rated R. The block fighting is crazy. The little cube thing is a little ridiculous. That's Jack Quaid in there. Dennis Quaid's son, Huey. Little Huey's turned into a blob cube.
When's Grand Theft Auto coming out?
Never.
When does Grand Theft Auto say they're coming out? November 19. Right before that holiday season.
That shit gonna get delayed.
It's been delayed and delayed and delayed.
You're delayed again. Watch. It's cursed. Game's cursed like Division.
No, man. That game's coming, and then you got to sit on another 8 years for a game.
I'm about to say you never see another one again. They gonna make this game and tell y'all to fuck off for like 20 years.
Downloadable.
Hopefully, when they give it to y'all, they fast track another Red Dead. I hope that's where we're going next. Come on, Red Dead Redemption. I'll go steal me a console for that. Sure.
What's your favorite video game to play that's a mobile game? Tetris, something like Fruit Ninja.
Tetris is cool.
You ever just play chess? That's fun.
Spades, poker, blackjack. I like to play cards.
Pokemon Go.
No, not a big Pokemon.
And
I collected the cards, but like I never got into the games. Like not the video games, not the mobile games, none of it. Even when it was like when Pokemon Go first started, and motherfuckers was outside acting a fucking fool. I didn't even get into it then.
And then we saw you guys covered it that Niantic, Google, if you took a photo, in your home, or you just took a photo because the game incentivizes you after you take a photo, well, all that is just tracking you. It's just like they wanted to know what was inside that location, in that corner, in that alley, and that outside the window. And
shit is crazy.
It's making a map.
Shit is fucking insane. So basically, the shit that I was worried about China doing to us through TikTok 3 years ago, 2 years ago, when this conversation already started. Google's already doing it. They already got our shit. Oh, don't worry, we won't let China do it. So we'll just go ahead and do it for them.
Yeah. South Park phone destroyer. That sounds like a South Park game on your phone. Or a new Rockstar IP game instead of Bully, instead of Max Payne.
More diverse games. Yeah, I mean, a new game would be cool. I kind of want my Red Dead. We've been waiting a long time now.
You get Lil Nas X to do the song.
Fuck no. Hell no.
Nah, bro, he earned it. I think he did what he had to do in 2019.
No, we don't get no Old Town Road on no Red Dead.
Newtown Road.
Lil Nas X in a Red Dead game is nuts. They would riot.
He said, "Nah, Shabuzi." There we go. Now we're talking. Well, the God of War controversy, people getting upset, it's all attention, and sometimes that does translate to sales. Which again,
going to sell. This is going to sell.
It was already always going to sell,
Yeah.
but it is nice to have people talking about something. It'll sell just like the Hogwarts game sold and every other game sells.
You in my brain. I was literally just thinking about Hogwarts Legacy. I'm like, people ran it and raved about that game. Oh, they're making trans characters. And that game did bank. That game in short order, too. In short order, like in a matter of months.
And it got some coverage. Like, people were mad from both ends of whether you voted for him or her. They were all upset, but just people bought the game because it's popular.
It's a good game too.
Why am I going to deprive myself of a franchise that I really like? And people sometimes they don't deprive themselves of these franchises that they really like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying, if you really want something badly enough, you'll pay to do it. Man, I might just have to break down and get a PS5. I still want to play that Spider-Man game. Sony needs to start letting Xbox get some of those exclusive titles, man.
Hey, their CEO, man, or their new head of gaming at Microsoft, at Xbox. She was just in there talking about exclusives today. Like, yeah, well, I guess you really do want your main titles to expose to the most amount of people. Like, ain't no gonna be no such thing as an exclusive anymore. Once Xbox be like, all right, here, you can have Halo and the rest of it, then there's really no reason for Disney to be like, you can't have ours. Like, I guess they could, but I feel like it's probably already being worked out behind closed doors that this shit is coming down. I mean, like, when people have the option to bypass both of you and just get a Steam Deck, and get both. At that point, how does it benefit me? These things are only getting more expensive. I might as well get, just beyond the cheapest price point for both consoles and then be able to play from both games or from both studios.
Yeah, you play Marvel Rivals on what platform?
I don't play Marvel Rivals. I don't know. I think is it a PC?
Yeah, it's just a PC game.
Yeah, it's PC.
Xbox versus PlayStation. I'm on the website here. It says PlayStation has 89 million units for the PS5, and then Xbox, they did 34 million units. So Sony is going to, and it's the second generation in a row where they whoop their ass. I think it's over.
That's why they said it's over, because it ain't even a competition no more. It's been the superior software, hardware, all of it.
Yes. It's just like, does Xbox go, okay, we're losing by so much, we're done? Or do they say 34 million units is still lots of units, right?
No. Well, I think they're going to opt to get onto the PlayStation Network. I think that's just the way that they go. They're going to accept permanently being second and concede the lead to Sony.
Does that mean PlayStation 6 will come out and Xbox will not have a X Series blue? Like, will they just give up?
They'll have something.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll spend the same amount of time and resources on it, though. I don't think it'll be nearly as expensive. Much smaller in scale, much probably leaning more towards a streaming or a PC setup. it's going to be less console, more just like hard drive to plug in to run your shit.
Well, anything else on the video game topics?
Did you see Wolverine?
Oh, what happened in the Wolverine world? Because I remember the Wolverine game. I also remember the Blade game. That's not ever happening.
The Wolverine game. They had a first look for that one too. It looks pretty dope. I think people were upset that it wasn't open world. They're like, well, I mean, I don't know if I expected it to be an open world format, but kind of seems like a mission based kind of linear game makes a little bit more sense for a character like Wolverine. Where the hell is he going to be traveling around at? Like, where is he going to go? Jean Grey's in it, so you'll probably see some X-Men.
Jean Grey is in the game.
Did you here? Never mind. I'll do it.
Go ahead, speak.
No, I got it. Darius.
Might be already late. Looks like she took off into the industrial park.
Oh, look at that.
All right,
Smooth.
let's search the area.
Smooth. From a cutscene to gameplay.
Status update.
Perimeter stable. Holding position.
Well, I can see why you gotta sign in to see that. Jeez. Yeah, you got
a lot more. Was that the end of it?
No, that's the end. That's all I'm gonna show, actually.
What?
That's all I'm gonna show.
It's digital violence. It ain't real violence.
Tell that to the guy who runs this website. Wow.
No, it was pretty dope, man. It looks like it has pretty smooth controls. The healing factor thing looks dope.
You get to be
a lot of
Wolverine.
cameos.
You get to play as Wolverine. Imagine this legendary character who existed before you were even born. Most of us were even born, and we watched him on cartoons, and we got stickers of him. He would show. Some people's got tattoos of him, and then here he is in a video game in 2026. It looks just like the character, acts like him. He can sniff just like Wolverine, and you move the analog left, and Wolverine moves left. You get to be him and make sure that you. Now imagine that for a black superhero. Imagine white kids being somebody who's melanated African king and rooting for him and trying to make him win, and just like relating with the character. Video games.
You're going to be able to be King Azuri.
Yeah, they can be all Black Panther. Sure.
Mm-hmm. It's a Panther.
Yeah, he's a Panther. Oh, and it feels like, forget it. Never mind, man. I don't want to.
That's it. Let it fly.
Look at Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, if you want representation, you can look at San Andreas. If you want a representation, like a black lead in a video game, right? Nintendo doesn't have black leads of a video game, except for that Fire Emblem game that we saw a trailer of like a few months ago. It barely happens, but here we go. You can do it with Black Panther.
What are the black Nintendo characters?
None.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Peach and then sometimes you got Toad, who's not really human, or Yoshi, who's not really human. But when it comes to just who's melanated there, yeah, it's been a long time, guys. Nintendo, it's been a long time.
A little weird there, brother.
Japan is pretty monolithic, though, so I can't really get in their heads and tell them, no, this is. But they know that they're a global company too, so it's pretty long time.
Oh man, pretty good slate of video games upcoming. Good slate of video games loading.
It's more of that for 90 seconds. You see him taking damage and self-healing pretty cool.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
90 seconds.
Someone!
Shut it, freak! Shit's gassing off! Not today, Bob.
Bob.
Crash Industries.
Hell? Skullbuster! Up there! We need backup now!
You know what? This is so cinematic though. So much of this, let's not play that. So much of what we're seeing here is a story play out. Like you're playing it for the story. You're playing it for not
It's like
not for-
Uncharted.
yeah, kind of like that. So like
Uncharted.
that's a different thing. Cool though. Cool.
That's, I mean, it's kind of what Sony's known for at this point, is making cinematic-esque games. So I mean, it's kind of in line with the studio.
Yeah. He'll be locked up against someone, and you got to button mash, and you button mash.
Yeah. Yep.
Spin the analog in a circle. Those kind of games. Okay. Pantheon is just about done, unless you want to rant on getting T'Challa recast or whatever it is to extend the length of this.
I mean, I Darius just asked me to send you a link. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Then we're not ending it. Let's wait for Darius to show back up. He might have something to bring up.
Or something to contribute from what we've already talked about.
We did Star Wars. We did Marvel. Did we talk DC yet? Yeah, we did kind of DC Comics still. Everyone pre-order Vixen when it's time. It hasn't been announced yet officially, but one day it will be solicited, and you need to pre-order that comic book so that your shop does not run out of comic books when the day it releases. It's that easy.
Hey, y'all got that Vixen, man?
Storm just came.
some of that Vixen, man.
Storm just got issue 5 of Storm's Earth Mightiest Heroes. That's over. There's no announcement of you can catch Storm in Storm's new book. Sales are incredibly important, folks. Just buy the comic books.
Buy the book.
Buy the book.
Spider-Man Noir is a solid watch. Nicolas Cage is a fine Ben Reilly. He's an okay Ben Reilly. And the setting makes up a lot for what Nicolas Cage can't do physically. And obviously, there's a lot of there's a lot of effects and stuff like that. But the style of show makes it so he doesn't have to do a whole lot to convince you, if that makes sense. So I kind of like it. Very detective driven. Keeps kind of the core aspects of who Spider-Man is and his motivations. This is a pretty solid show. Are you going to watch it?
No, I'm not going to watch it.
That's crazy, bro. Oh, yeah, we ain't talk about Lex Luthor's suit.
I haven't seen it. So Man of Tomorrow reveals Nicholas Hoult in the comics accurate Luthor suit. I'm not surprised, though, because when Jim Lee drew that picture, that's what he drew Superman and Lex Luthor in a suit in this purple and green.
Yeah.
Where's an iconic... Holt wears an iconic piece of Lex Luthor's wardrobe in Man of Tomorrow, the upcoming film. On Monday, James Gunn, the co-head of DC and director of 2027 event film, shared a look at his actor inside the villain's comics accurate green warsuit. There it is right there. Fit check, live from the set of Man of Tomorrow.
Hoping it looks better in actual, like, in the movie. It looks okay. It is comic accurate. That's the one thing I can give it. It looks like Justice League. Looks like Superman animated series.
This takes me back. Your response right now takes me back to the first look of Superman where he was putting on his shoes, and in the background outside the window you could see a kaiju in Metropolis. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, it takes like, oh my God, we're gonna overanalyze that. Look, the fact that he's wearing the suit is all that I care about. Oh, look, it's the same suit. I don't want to dig too deep into, well, the glimmer, the shine. Does it look exactly the way I want it to look better when it comes?
I didn't say any of that. I mean, it looks a little clunky to me at the moment. I'm trying to be positive.
Hopefully it'll look better in the movie. Yeah, hopefully that's the idea. I'm watching it now. It definitely the first Sony product that felt MCU-ish. I like it. Man, that whole cast is fire. Say less. Soup's got a semi-new look too. Comic accurate, true.
Mhm.
In a series of posts on Threads, Gunn shared the war suit is 100% practical, can move incredibly well in it. It's unbelievably mobile, and yeah, in the movie version, he's added unbreakable plexiglass, trademarked. Okay, what Superman looks? Does Superman have a yellow Superman logo behind his cape all the time? No, that's new.
That is new.
I guess you got to differentiate the toys, because how you gonna make these collectors pony up another $40?
It's the corn sweat version.
It's fine. I hope the movie's good. It looks
Gonna
like a
have to-
Buzz Lightyear.
He does look like Buzz Lightyear. He's gonna have to do some heavy lifting depending on what happens with Supergirl this year. So pack a lot into that. I think Brainiac is gonna be driving a lot of intrigue for this movie as well. So I'll be showing up. I'll be there to see it.
I see Supergirl hype. I'm watching the trailers for NBA Finals. I've seen Supergirl being brought up. Hope it does well. World Cup is probably gonna have but the World Cup is different. That sport is like 45 straight minutes of soccer. So it doesn't matter what plays during halftime or the commercial. Everyone leaves to go to the toilets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not the same.
Yeah, and then also I don't know how well Supergirl is going to play the international market, so they're going to be heavily dependent on Western markets for that one.
If you look at the Superman from last year, yeah, it relied a lot on domestic. Matthew Lillard was the latest new casting addition confirmed for the sequel, along with Millie Alcock as Supergirl. They joined previously reported actors Rachel Brosnahan, Lois Lane, Skylar Gisondo, Jimmy Olsen. I'm waiting to see terrific. Sarah Sampietia, Eve Tessmacher. Oh, here we go. Eddie Gathegi, Mr. Terrific.
There you go.
So he's been confirmed. Or they joined the previously reported actors. Terrific.
I mean, they're previously reported as being in the film, I guess. Right?
Aaron Pierre, who will make his debut as the light-skinned Green Lantern, John Stewart.
That's not what that says.
It says right there. It says light. Maybe you guys don't have it in the United States' version of Entertainment Weekly. It says so. His debut, John Stewart, in this fall's HBO series Lanterns. He will reprise his role in Man of Tomorrow. Yeah, yo. He's so light skinned though. When I watch, I'm like, who's he supposed to be playing? What? It doesn't look like it.
The Lightest Night.
Wait,
did they say Nathan Fillion?
Brightest Night.
Did they say Nathan Fillion was in this movie? Was in Man Tomorrow?
Yeah, he dies. He's gonna die in Lanterns.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Guy is on the chopping block.
Hal could die too. I wouldn't kill Hal right away. I would threaten it. I would tease it because, that's what we all think is going to happen. Oh, if John Stewart's going to be the main guy, Hal dies, right? So we'll always believe it. And we can, and next movie, this is the one where Hal dies. Next movie, next season, this is when
it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, you can really tease that. A believable death. And then they swerve. So it would be like a good false finish in a wrestling match.
For sure.
I'm not being toxic, WZ. I'll be real right now. I'll be real. I feel that the decision makers, with all due respect to James Gunn or any white executive, they, in their mind, when they look at black people with different variations of melanin in their skin, they go, no, you guys are the same. Because on my fulfillment of my charts, it says Black African American. Doesn't matter if you're that light or that dark. It's all good. My grandfather hated you and you equally. Like, the barometer for what they're thinking about is based in race, or it's riddled in racism or ignorance. I could even say that. The fact that John Stewart looks a certain way with deeply melanated skin is authentic, is a part of his character, and not seeing that is a problem to me. Huge problem to me, and it's a huge problem for the character. He's got to have a consistent portrayal over and over again. To overlook that for whatever stupid reason it is is stupid. Whether it's colorism, favoritism of people with lighter skin, even if it's not bad, just the fact that you can't physically with your eyes see and notice a difference is a problem to me hugely.
He's a light-skinned lantern. It's all right. We're here now. Came to the front of the line.
So story time. I couldn't watch the rest of Scary Movie. There's a fire in the movie theater.
What? That sucks.
No, I'm
Hey,
so
the
sorry,
fire
Lawrence.
alarm popping in the middle of the movie is a huge buzzkill.
Lawrence, you don't deserve this.
In the middle of
That
the
was it?
movie? Jesus.
You probably think it's part of the movie, right?
Yeah, I hope they gave y'all vouchers to come back and see the movie again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope you go and see Waza in the end of the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's movie. Everybody getting a rainy day pass.
Absolutely.
Vouchers
Gonna
for
have to
everybody.
refund every movie. Sure, they got no problem doing that. They understand that. I have no doubts. Whatever cinema you're at, they'll take care of you.
You get a voucher. You get a voucher. You get a voucher.
They want you to come back again tomorrow. Maybe you'll pay for the popcorn and the concessions and stuff like that. Yeah, they're not really mad at that. Yep. Hey, guess what we got? A super chat.
I just keep elevating, no losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings, I turn that into money.
Arthur with a snarky, maybe super chat. Name 3 light skin supers. Chill representation. You are identifying a problem that exists. There is less
Light-skinned soups.
lighter skinned superheroes that are out there. The solution is never to change the existing ones. The solution is, okay, fine, let's dedicate resources into a lighter skinned superhero. And I know you're gonna say you're gonna name them all, but like they're not really
I'm gonna
relevant.
find him.
His point
Roberto
stands.
Acosta.
Okay, Roberto Da Costa's supposed to be dark.
Well, but he light skinned now.
Casper Cole.
Casper Cole. Give me a little light
Maybe
skin.
Monet St. Croix.
I was like, yeah, Monet St. Croix. There we go.
Okay, well, 3 exist, but they're not, you know what I mean? Terrific. Jon Stewart, Static, Cyborg. If you look at T'Challa, Aurora, yeah, Miles Morales, Blade, there is usually someone who's got dark skin like that. But that hole needs to be filled, sure, Arthur. Don't change
Gotta
Jon
take into
Stewart's
account the fact that all these characters, well, at least most of them, outside of probably the Milestone, have had like sliding scales of melanin in their publication as well. Like it's not this like one through line. Even Storm has gotten, she's kind of ebb and flowed, but not just her skin tone, but her hair texture. So that's part of it too. If there isn't another decidedly light skinned super to point out, it kind of points out the problem of them not being able to delineate the difference between the two.
Okay. I never heard of those before. Yeah, you got to read deeper. A couple of X-Men we named. A couple.
Damn, Mama say you don't know who the Sunspot is?
They told your boy Bodemeo was like, I wanted to make Roberto dark, but they said no, we have enough black representation. We gotta do Latino representation. That's why he was
Like
lighter
he can't be both. Like what the hell?
in X-Men 97. That's why his skin was lighter than it's supposed to be. And the Dwayne McDuffie rule lives.
It's crazy. I mean, if
thank
you
you for the super.
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna bring it back to the Green Lantern thing and the Supergirl thing, but thank you for the super for that. They joined previously reported actors, blah 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 blah. All those guys. Aaron Pierre will make his debut in Green Lantern. It's as much a Lex movie as it is a Superman movie. Gunn previously told Howard Stern, "I loved working with Nicholas Hoult. I relate to the character of Lex. Sadly, I really wanted to create something extraordinary with the two of them. I just love the script so much."
You don't need my negativity. Go ahead, talk about it. What do you think?
Well, he directed that first movie really well, and I'm glad he'll direct the second movie really well. Look, when Lanterns comes out, it's gonna fill in a whole bunch of holes. Lanterns is due, right? I saw that trailer that where your fears. Remember that trailer that came out last week? I thought it was cool.
No, Lanterns is been building in anticipation. I think
August.
Yep.
We get that in August. So Supergirl comes first. Supergirl's
It
right
got
around the
pushed out
corner.
to August. It got delayed again. They shifted it back. It was supposed to come out on the thing in July. Or no, sooner than that. Was it this month? Was it June? Originally? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was. But next is Supergirl. Supergirl.
Race to 400 million, baby. 400 million is success. How much does Jason Momoa's Lobo get this title over? I think Miliakov and Supergirl, the brand, and maybe the loose Superman affiliation there probably gets her to about 200, 250. Can Jason Momoa kick you over the? Can he get you into profitability? Can he get you into 400 million?
A motivated Jason Momoa who would love to play Lobo over and over again, who will do the rounds, enjoy the fuck out of this media tour.
Oh, it's on the table. It's on the table. I wasn't trying to talk about it like it's undoable. It's on the table. They'll have a bit of a fight.
There's reason to believe it could do some numbers, bro. But then look at what Grogu just did. I think Grogu and Mandalorian is what it's at 150 right now or 170. It's
total. It debuted at 163. It got to be over about 200 by now.
Yeah, I'm wrong. I wasn't even thinking about it, but or being accurate. But I think Supergirl, man, Superman made 600 million. Supergirl won't make 6, won't make 5.
Hell no. Hell no. That's what I'm saying. 400 million is a good target spot for it. I think I can claim that as a victory if it does it. But
if it does 500, they could be really happy because the budget's supposed to be really, really low on this one.
Yep.
For a superhero movie.
If they even smell Superman numbers, they should be jumping up and down because then they actually got something in. They got a way to really spearhead their that duo there and keep making movies off of both of those characters. Like that's a way to show people, hey, this is how I can build out over the next 5 to 10 years just through these two characters.
You know what's more important though? Because they're gonna sell their toys, their merchandising. These are not like those other movies. These are the superhero movies, which merchandising has to be played a part. What's more important is it for it to be good, is for the music to hit, is for like fans like us to enjoy it, to want to see Amelia Alcock play Supergirl again and Lobo. If he can accomplish that, then so what if it only gets 300 million? I know it's not gonna do 200 though. I know that.
I mean, it would have to be some type of fan enthusiasm for them to swallow that one. Like even as cheaply made as it was, I think the idea is that these films may not be winning individually, but they're building on themselves. And so if you can't even point to that as growing, it's probably looking at another direction. But again, I do think it's possible for Supergirl to make what it needs to make and do what I think it does in terms of fan enthusiasm if it's a solid film. It's just, how does it carry through the summer?
She needs to do some publicity stunts. She needs to say, hey, Sydney Sweeney, your jeans are stupid. She's got to go all over the place with it. She got to do a Club Shay Shay. She just got to do media. That's what I would do. If this is a role that I could pay for the next 20 years if DCU is successful, why would I sit down? Why would I go, the studio only pays me to film the movies and they only pay me for the week of the release to do the publicity? Why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just go ham? Why wouldn't I hit every podcast like Ryan Coogler for Sinners? I would go everywhere.
Yeah, I will say this. I've seen the Wayne brothers a lot more than I've seen Miliakov. I get it. Like their movie is out like right now, but like you need to start acting like your movie out right now. The studio could definitely use it.
I feel so much hype for Scary Movie 6.
Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a concerted effort, and like you said, they've just been out They've done appearances. They've talked to people. They've gone on shows, podcasts, drummed up a little bit of shit to keep their names in the media. But it definitely feels bigger than I anticipated it being when we got to the, or when we first learned that they were dropping.
Have they done the Spirit Tunnel yet?
J Hud? No, I don't think so.
Nah, the other Waynes did, but not these two. Damon, you remember this?
Oh, Damon and
Damon.
Damon and Damon.
We got to up the way.
October 2024. Who's with the ad libs? She said, "And who?" Facts, chill. They need you on the marketing team. They got it covered. But if you mean Supergirl, yes. Holy. The thing is, you can do a lot of publicity a month in advance. And you just tell the publications, hey, don't post this interview until we can record the podcast now. I'll give you a whole 30 minutes. Don't post it until the week of the movie. You could really prepare, but I don't know. I don't think it's happening. I hope it is happening. I hope I'm wrong. I like superhero movies. I remember when I used to love these things. Now they're few and far between. Now I skip shows like Spider-Man Noir and Punisher, Born to Kill, and all that stuff.
You don't gotta watch Punisher, but you should watch Spider-Man Noir
in black and white.
Yes, watch it in black and white.
I'll pirate it.
Hey, look, Darius, brother. I will send one more hootie hoo.
It's been a pretty mild week for me though. Like, I don't give a fucking Titus. I've been having it for a few months. There's really not much I care about here. There's happy positive stories like the Tubi one with Kev on stage.
Yeah,
happy positive stories with your girl Vixen and Stephanie Williams, who is now Eisner nominated. Who maybe that could be the bump to signal to other readers in the comic book community. Maybe give Vixen a chance.
I like that tweet. I was like, hey, I know that the pool list better be going fucking crazy. Better be going nuts.
Hey, Darius is in the building. Let me add him to the stage. Yo.
What up?
What's going on?
Not much. Just streaming and shit.
Yeah, I heard, I was listening. Hold on, let me get in this. I was listening to the chat earlier, which I was talking about earlier. I just got done cleaning up, doing the do.
What you got for us? What did you want to comment on? What do we talk about? Lex's suit. Got the controversy on God of War. Kevin on stage.
I don't know. I don't know if I really have anything to add of significance to any of those. I don't even really have anything to add of significance at all, really, to what you guys were talking about. I just wanted to pop in, but I know I talked when you guys were talking about Mando Grogu earlier. That movie is shit. I don't care what anybody says. That movie is shit. That movie's awful.
Mando season 4 supercut.
I'm being facetious. It's really not awful. I really don't have like a good or bad feeling toward it. It's just there. It doesn't. It's just there. It's not awful.
Very much meh.
Yeah, very much so, meh. Lex's suit, I don't think that it's bad. I saw some people dogging on it. I don't think it's bad. It looks comic accurate. Everybody wants comic accuracy, and when you get it, they're like, oh, that looks terrible. I don't think it looks bad at all.
It's a little, but it's okay. It's okay.
But see, we still have to see it with the CGI added.
Yes, that's my point. Like Once he's actually moving in the movie with it, it should smoothen it out. Right now, it looked like he shouldn't be able to move in it, but I'm sure the movements will smoothen out once they add the CGI and stuff.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
You play God of War?
The new one
or any of them? Are you fan
Oh
of the franchise?
yeah. Oh, totally. That is I love God of War. That's actually, I would say, next to probably GTA, my all-time favorite video game. I love God of War.
So what'd you think about the LaFay trailer in the first look?
I won't be playing that version of God of War. I like Kratos, and I'm here for Kratos. I don't know. I might honestly check it out because it is God of War, but I would prefer I would prefer we stay with Kratos. I know they said that we got lots more Kratos stories coming, and we're still doing a lot of Kratos stuff. I hope that leads to us going back to some Greek mythology stuff, because this Norse mythology Kratos is a little. You ain't got shit on the Greek mythology Kratos.
Greek mythology Kratos was a killer. Norse mythology Kratos is a father.
He is. I don't like it.
No, I thought the game looked all right, but I get it. It's not a Kratos game, so this is everybody's Miles Morales for sure.
Yeah.
Did you say Miles Morales?
I did.
I can't find it. I deleted it.
Oh, I can't see that.
Well, we got a super chat from Arthur Rose, and he asks, full Grogu review, chill. What's the rating? Full review. Okay, well, but the rating is 6 out of 10. Semi eventful, barely eventful, decent. Nothing that offended me. They didn't go and say that this character, Kiadi Mundi, is actually 70 years younger than we thought he was, and all. Nothing crazy. Just entertainment. I got to hear a good soundtrack from Ludwig Göransson, and I do care about the Huts, so it's to see what happens to the Huts. It's kind of interesting. There was a scene when they walk into the palace, right, and they're invited in, and they look over to the left to see it through that door, and right through that door. Those Huts were getting it on. It was X-rated, but it's just that biology allows for it to be aired in a movie without it being rated R. Because,
gross.
But they were doing it. There was a session taking place in that room.
Yeah, I like I've always liked the Huts. So I did fall asleep though as well. So I did not see. I think I said this last time. I did not see the big climactic Embo fight with the twins and Rada. I missed that.
I fell asleep at the point when Din was knocked out, but I saw the final fight with the twins and Rhoda. I thought Rhoda was a decent character, but
yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think Rhoda was bad at all.
It just didn't amount to shit. It didn't amount to anything.
I don't know what was in the air. I got sleepy in the middle of that movie too.
Because I checked with 40 minutes left. I was like, damn, that's a lot. I was like, I'm ready to go. but yeah, I mean, yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It just wasn't bad, wasn't good. Just it's there.
Battery says, I'm seeing what I wanted to see with those Huts. I know what I saw, and I know what gets down in the Hut home base, okay? There
if
was
anybody knows slug sex, it's Chill. So he knows what's going on.
Yeah. Off topic, but on Disney. You know what's awful? Hoppers. Hoppers should have never.
I haven't seen it yet.
Man, I did not like that movie. And I typically love Pixar animation. I did not like that movie.
Damn. What about have you seen GOW yet? Steph Curry's movie?
I haven't seen GOW yet.
No,
not yet.
Gabrielle Union plays the Panther.
Is it good?
It's decent. It's decent.
Oh, the Michael B. Jordan movie Swapped. It's called Swapped.
Swapped.
Did you guys see
Yep,
that?
yep. That's another one.
It's on Netflix.
I saw the behind the scenes of him doing the voice recording.
So you didn't see the movie?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen the movie.
It was all right. Good little message. Hey, we're gonna swap play because he switches places with the life of the bird, and he's the chipmunk or whatever they're called. Good movie. Good.
Is it Disney? Is it on Disney?
Nah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. I'll probably watch it. I like animated animal films, so I'll probably check it out.
Toy Story 5 coming out at the end of this month.
Indeed. Disclosure comes out this month. I'll be checking that one out.
Disclosure as well. So
I haven't.
Summer, folks.
I want to see Obsession. Everybody keeps talking about Obsession. I want to see it.
And Backrooms. Backrooms is getting a pretty solid.
Movies are killing it.
Yeah, movies are killing it right now. I think it was it AMC, I think. What movie theater came out and said that this was like one of the most profitable last 2 months or months that they've had. I think it was AMC.
Like, if it's true for AMC, wouldn't it be true for all the other ones?
You would think so, but
unless they did like a special deal that they're giving all the money, all the credit to. But look, I can believe that. People care about the movies again.
Yeah, people care about the movies. Yeah, I know this wasn't one of the topics, but I shared it on Twitter. This little game that Marvel's playing. Now, I have no doubt that the trailer for Doomsday is probably going to be jaw-droppingly great. But this game that they're playing before all the stuff that they're doing, like Kevin Feige saying that that Ant-Man's going to be the
that's not a game. Ain't no game. That's what they giving you. That's what they offering up. Ain't no game. You think it's a game? They ain't playing with you.
I'm like, brother, and then which I'm okay with, honestly. If you don't want to acknowledge the last 5 years of content, I'm cool with that.
You okay when Ant-Man after he left his father-in-law in the quantum realm with Kang? You okay with him coming back and being the elder statesman?
I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. But I am okay with the Russo saying this is phase 0 and basically fuck the last 5 years.
Yeah, but they don't have the jurisdiction to make that the case.
That is true. They don't. But they've had these conversations for them. I'm assuming for them to be able to just publicly say this is phase 0. This had to have been a conversation with.
But Darius, that's just talk. Because at the end of the day, all the people from the last 5 years are the people in this movie. He has to use the characters. So either he found a way to rework them all and make them, their best selves, or they did, or this is just kind of lip service. It's just kind of like
I think
marketing for the film.
I think he's meaning more so like when they say that. I think they're meaning like because you know how this is supposedly a sequel of Endgame, so they're just like, hey, yeah, we're literally picking up here. You don't need to do homework because it's basically isn't that what he said? You don't need to lean on the past stuff. So
like, yeah, fuck all that bullshit.
If they just want to recognize like WandaVision, I guess you have to recognize Loki because of where he currently is, and stop there. Sure, I'm okay with that. Fine. The last 5 years didn't happen. Cool. Recast T'Challa. Here we go. So I'm cool with that.
Hey, if Wakanda Forever is part of that 5 years that didn't happen.
No.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, that didn't happen. Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's got to be. But yeah, no, I have nothing really happened this week. Nothing to add from Marvel. Hold on, last thing. I will say this. Everybody, I did say this too on Twitter. Every other day, these scoopers are hitting us with, the Doomsday trailer. That trailer, I strongly believe, is not coming until Comic-Con. I just don't.
Spider-Man has to happen first.
Yes, I tried to. Some random was arguing with me on Twitter. Is like, well, because I said Spider-Man has to come out. They're not going to drop it for Spider-Man because if they do, it's going to take away from Spider-Man. He's like, one trailer, it's not going to take away from Spider-Man. Yeah, one trailer might not, but this is not just one trailer. This is an Avenger. People have been waiting for this. We've been waiting on this trailer. Good, bad, to criticize it, to love it, to glaze it, to whatever. People are waiting on this trailer. So it's like if you drop that before Spider-Man, kind of takes the steam out of the room for Spider-Man a little bit, even though he is Spider-Man. So I don't think so. San Diego Comic-Con, Hall H.
Do you think?
Well, we're moving on now to the east side.
To the $2 I am just like Cam. Back rooms was excellent. I hope it passes Mando. How excellent is it? It's not gonna pass no Mandalorian. They don't
That
have
would be
kind of
pretty
money.
embarrassing if it did. But I mean,
Mandalorian made $25 million this past weekend.
worldwide.
Uh,
God damn.
don't get me lying. I'm not sure if that's worldwide.
Yes. I mean, even domestically, 25 million is pretty pitiful.
Yeah.
Backrooms is sitting at 140 worldwide. It's an A24 movie. Good for them.
Had a 60% drop.
Hmm.
Mando. But you know, hey, who knows? I still don't agree with some people saying like, and when I say some people, let me just say, I guess Josh. I don't agree with Josh when he says that Star Wars is just dead. I don't believe, because you know, if Star Wars was dead, you explain the numbers for Maul. Star Wars isn't dead. People are just tuning into the Star Wars stuff that they want to tune into.
That's a fact. I think it's a cop out to say it's dead. There's still viability there. You got to do it right though. You can't keep serving out the horse shit. I think people's appetite for that has kind of passed.
Yeah, dead is an over exaggeration because people are watching the movie Mando Grogu, just not enough, but people are watching.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get everybody's point. Like, this is not normal for a Star Wars film. It's not. It's not at all. But, I mean, what did you expect?
You know, Indiana Jones wasn't supposed to do what Indiana Jones did a few years ago, but Kathleen Palpatine.
That is.
She's been really quiet this week, huh? Yes, she should not step out of her home.
She is enjoying retirement. She chilling.
Yeah,
probably laughing at the headlines. It's probably like, I did that. That's my fault.
I was about to say she can't laugh at shit. It's all her decisions being ran right now. These all her plays.
she probably sent that super chat. Backrooms was excellent. Hope it passes Mando. Is Darius in a classroom?
No, my mother's scrap project room. Yeah.
You see Wolverine?
I did. I saw that terrible design for Jean Grey as well. But the game looks, like Spider-Man.
Yeah. It's not gonna be an open world. It'll probably be the only thing that's different. It's a linear game.
Yeah.
Little button basher.
Yeah, no, it looks fine. Looks fine. Very gory. I like it.
Gene looked like an HR manager.
Yeah, that's a terrible design for Gene.
Any synergy between the movie with Sadie Sink's character and this?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
What
they've been working on this one for a while. Probably well predated Sadie Sink's casting.
What if she's not playing Gene?
What's she gonna be?
I don't know.
Typhoid Mary. Everybody thought she was gonna be Jean Grey, and then they give us Typhoid. It's gonna be hell to pay.
They love their secrets. Sometimes you let the secret out to help the movie, like who she's playing is Jean Grey. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
You remember where Wakanda Forever they wouldn't confirm Shuri plays Black Panther?
until like one of the last trailers where you see the Black Panther had boobs. It was like, okay, well, I think we got it now. But yeah, they were playing coy on it for a while.
It's weird. Same with T'Challa. If they do recast, which I got my doubts, they probably are gonna wait for you to see it in Secret Wars then to announce it or at a Comic-Con. Guys, we're not gonna be racist anymore. T'Challa gets to be recast. Like they don't get it. Some secrets you don't keep. We're not going to continue to be regressive to this cultural icon who just encourages so much positivity. We're going to wait till you guys can see the movie first. So you'll see the percentages. Okay. We got a super chat.
I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mind I ain't forget.
Arthur Rose. MJ on digital Tuesday. 900 million, but no billion, Darius.
Now, do you think
It's still not. Just hold on. It's going to digital. They're not taking it out of theaters yet.
I was about to say, first of all, it's still running. But number two, do you think that this film's not getting a re-release? You think they're gonna let it get the $950 million and then just let it sit there?
It's
Come on,
going.
man.
I mean, I don't understand if you haven't been the writing's on the wall for the billion, but yeah, it's going to digital, which is dumb as fuck. But they're still keeping it in theaters.
Yeah, one thing I admired was like, okay, they don't have a streaming service. They have Peacock, kind of, but they don't really have a real streaming service, right? Like they're not gonna rush. Peacock's not real because Universal is distributing this. I know. No, Lionsgate is distributing. Why did I say Universal? It's Lionsgate. It's Lionsgate.
Lionsgate.
So that's why I was like, okay, good. It's not gonna get undercut, but they are undercutting it now with the digital release, which means that if you want to find it online in high definition, you will.
You will.
Whether you pay for it or not.
You
When
will.
it actually hit the Billy mark, I hope you got the same energy. I hope you that excited to come in here and talk about it.
I hope this black cast with a family who are wealthy or on screen, not acting foolish, succeeds and is seen by as many people as possible.
Yeah, it's going to. It'll still hit that, Arthur. But yeah, I like that your number has gone up 2 million.
So wait, is it going to Peacock? Is that where it's headed on the night, or is it just going to like video on demand?
That's what the digital release.
It's like
is.
going to rental. Okay, yeah, it's still making money. It's still making money.
It just doesn't count to the box office, but yeah, they don't have to split the dollars with the film. It's different because you want to be able to say you had that $1 billion movie, but you also want to make more money out of it too. But what's more important to you? Is it the valor or is it the business? Either way, you're getting the sequel, right? It's already decided.
Yeah. Fact, bro. Appreciate you, Lawrence. Keeping an account. You get them 10 gifted subs. There.
Yeah,
Definitely dubbed the 700 million. You got it, girl.
That's
Japan release still to come in the Orient, in the Far East, land of the rising sun. I thought them just do the premiere for that. You hope for the best.
We're on our way to a Billy. Billy.
Yeah, I don't hit that.
Highest grossing biopic of all time. Or yeah.
No, it'd be of all time.
The highest grossing now would be Oppenheimer or Bohemian, one of them.
Oppenheimer. It's past Bohemian as the highest grossing music or biopic.
Not yet.
I thought they said this was the highest grossing. I thought they said it was the highest grossing musical biopic.
It's on the way. It's getting there.
But yeah, no, it'd be the highest grossing of all time, surpassing Oppenheimer if it gets there.
Incredible longevity. Lots of people watching the movie again and again.
Indeedy. They're already talking about Jafar playing Tiger Woods.
Okay. Yeah. Were
Won't
you
be
out by
nearly
it?
as excited to go see that one, but I could definitely see it.
Yeah. So
I'm not mad at it. Like if Jafar can get a career out of this, yes.
yeah, we'll see. But they said he'd be perfect for it anyway because I guess, his cousin commented. I forget which one of them it was, but said he golfs already, like not professionally, but
He putting in that work. He already trying to get in the character.
yeah. So, and I saw a lot of the behind the scenes workout stuff he was doing for Michael, and how he's talking about his feet bleeding, and how they had to take like breaks and soak his feet because they'd just be white from him trying to do the all the dancing and stuff, and the toe standing on the toes, and I'm like, man, yeah, you put in some work, brother.
You want to do that shit? Yeah. You want to be Michael Jackson?
You put in some work, brother. Definitely. But his wife, due to all this new attention during on the Japan red carpet, was letting everybody know that, hey, I see the attention he's getting, but that is my future husband. Their fiance, rather, not wife. Yeah. Like the rest of the Jackson, she is white.
Oh.
Yeah, she is white.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
We'll play Tiger Woods very well.
That's true. Indeed. Oh shit.
Next
back
week
and see it,
we'll
Lauren.
talk
Don't let her
Scary
ruin
Movie
your
6.
experience. Go
Scary
back.
Movie 6 is gonna be probably something we will all watch by then. Who knows? But expect that. What else could we talk? If they announce a Vixen comic book, expect that. That's gonna be fun.
Chill's gonna watch the final episode of Nemesis, so we can actually talk spoilers.
Okay, I'll see that. Let's check it out.
Nemesis.
I gotta do more videos. Spurs or Knicks, maybe.
I'm feeling like Knicks right now.
Yeah, Spurs.
I think the Knicks will win it all.
Stephen A. Smith is gonna be so happy.
Yeah, that's what I think about. I don't even think about the players. I'm thinking about having fun with Mayor Mamdani. I want to see all the content creators from New York. I just want to have fun.
It's really crazy. The Knicks won a chip. Yeah, the Knicks won a finals before the Cowboys won a Super Bowl. Just another notch in Stephen A's column versus Skip Bayless.
Yeah, they're gonna have to shut that damn city down if they win, because they were crazy after game one.
Yeah, he stole game one in San Antonio. I'm like, oh man, this ain't looking too good.
One thing I also like for the Knicks is that they made it so close last time they were in the Eastern Conference Finals. So the team's been gradually getting better. The fan base is getting warmed up, and now here they are. It's like a crescendo. Earned.
The New York Knicks are about to win a chip. Well, let me not speak too early. There is a pterodactyl on the other side of the court over there.
Trump is going to be at the game on Monday. Wow.
Yeah, he is.
They're going to boo the shit out of him. They are going to boo the shit out of him.
Why would he even go?
You would think your hometown loves you, right? You think you can always go back to your hometown. I don't think there's a place where they hate him more than New York City.
That's on him.
I don't want boos. I want chants. I want to hear them get into it.
I hope they do. Something that, that not even my team, but obviously I support them as the home team, but not my team. They need to, if I was Sam Presti, I would have a very real conversation, even though they've already extended his contract. Chet Holmgren, oh buddy, oh my God. When I tell you that you would be You'd be out. Gone.
Hey,
Yeah.
I seen this one play. I wasn't really watching the West Conference Finals, but there's one play. And Wemby like pitches the ball out and he like kicks it out and then just kind of like walks towards the rim and doesn't even jump. He just catches the oop flat-footed.
Over Chet.
Oh my goodness.
Chet had 4 points. He had 10 points overall in the series. And that's like the number. You're telling me he's in the top 10, but I've never seen the
He
value.
playing like Chet Hanks.
Scared. He looked scared. He looked like he just wanted to be taken out back and put out of his misery. He just looked out of place. But I also said the game that Wemby is doing against Isaiah Hardenstein and against Chet Holmgren, he's not going to be able to do against Karl Anthony Towns because he has no post game.
No posts.
He's just 7'5". He has no post game, and that's his
all
week.
the shit shooting jumpers. It's the most mind-boggling thing. It's like, bro, how do you not have a post game? Did you hear me just say you caught a oop standing up?
Because it was when I was watching the Thunder series, it was frustrating. I was like, nigga, do you not know if I had a guy that was 7'5", I'm running my offense through the middle on him every time?
Play. Every play. What? I mean, your whole starting five gonna foul out. Like this just gonna happen. I'm gonna be ignorant about it too. Like, no, take it.
Every time.
I'll give him defense though. He'll change his shot. He'll make you redirect. He'll have you second guessing your shots. You gotta do a freaking rainbow just to get it in. Like OG Anunoby's good at that though, and same with Jalen Brunson. Everyone else I haven't been seeing execute that.
Yeah, we'll see. I got Knicks. I got the Knicks though.
My boy,
the Brunson burner. Yes. Hey, thanks for coming to another Pantheon edition. My name is Chill. I'm a monger, and one day I'll make more videos that I care about. I might be passionate about this fixing thing. I might be vocal. Expect that.
Bet. Catch me on Saturday. Well, yes, probably Saturday because we got some things to do on Sunday. So Dubs and L's behind the cape Saturday. Tune in.
See what you were sitting on today. Remember, you were gonna say something, then you said I'm saving it for W's and L's.
Oh yeah. It's all good. You'll see.
Are you able to stream this week, Planet Fanatics?
I was supposed to stream this week, but yeah, I should be.
That's it. And let's get to that alcoholic man who comes on our stream and clicks the red button at the top.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday. I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But
waiting on me.
Rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.
All right, dog.